Welcome to Gene's Reviews, where I basically do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody, how are you all doing tonight? Finally Friday. Okay, has anyone out there ever been scammed? I know I have. I think everybody pretty much has been scammed in their life, one way or another. So today we're going to check out some sneaky tactics of some of these scammers. This is from the channel Unpopular Notes. So let's check this. I like stuff like this, so let's check it out.
Some people will do anything to get one up on people, including lying, stealing, or engaging in underhanded practices. Sometimes, however, they get caught doing it on camera. We've got fake gold scammers, phone scammers, thieves, and so much more.
I've had a lot of
all
phone
caught in the
scammers
act doing something they really shouldn't have been. Scammers have become more creative over the years, leaving people in dire situations.
I've never fallen for
Luckily,
any of them.
so have people who identify the scams, meaning it's a hostile environment for everyone involved. Now, these clips are some of the worst, but luckily, someone had the camera rolling. So make sure you watch to the end, because you never know when it'll come in handy for you. Pawn shop scammer caught on camera. You need to be careful at pawn shops. You never know what people will try to get away with.
I think I've seen this
This woman brings in a box, looking to see a seemingly brand new boxed item. The salesperson opens the packaging, only for the woman's story to start falling apart.
And we got newspaper.
Inside the box, it's filled with newspapers.
Oh my god.
Well, better newspaper than bricks.
Well, that's really interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Never mind.
This would have been an awkward interaction to begin with, but she seems very confused and continues to engage. She asks about their policies and talks about some other items.
How much of the actual retail value are you able to lend on it, like a percentage?
Eventually, she pulls out gift cards. She's claiming she has hundreds of them, but needs the cash.
But this is no expiration date, and I actually have $2,000 worth of them, but I have a couple with me.
The pawn shop owner agrees to take them, but when he's verifying the numbers, the gift card show is not valid.
All right, so this is no good. It says card not accepted.
Oh.
As soon as I run the strip, it tells me that it's no good.
She continues to bring items in, seemingly very prepared.
She's
to be
not
turned
going to
away
give up.
over and over. I wonder how much more she has to offer out of her car.
Wow.
Insurance scammer caught on video. Insurance scammers can be wild. They're ready to throw themselves on a car to try and get a massive payout at someone's expense. The woman comes up to the camera, explaining that a man suddenly jumped out in front of the car.
This gentleman stepped in front of my car. I didn't see him.
So you're the driver?
But I was going 2 miles an hour.
This is a situation where the woman was caught unaware, which
Check
is
the
insidious
cameras.
on the scammer's side. The woman was crying because she wasn't paying full attention when the scammer jumped out.
I'm sorry that at that moment I didn't see him step in front of my car. You know, I stood on purpose because I wasn't paying attention.
With this, there was so much going on that it's impossible to pin things down. So they back on the camera footage to corroborate the situation. They realized that the story was a lie. The man was fabricating a situation in which he was dragged by a car. In reality, he purposely moved in front of the vehicle right as she moved. Despite explaining they had video footage and that it was his fault, the man refused to back down.
I've never had that happen.
Mail thief
Insurance
caught on
scammer.
camera. Tampering with or stealing other people's mail is a federal offense. However, people still do it. This person's home camera caught the moment as the thief confidently pulled up to their front door, opened the front room, and grabbed packages out of the doorway.
That's pretty
and
ballsy.
front area.
It's almost like
Then, just as he came,
maybe he
left,
knows him.
circling back and driving off screen. How long he must have been watching to know that this would be all clear, to know he could just walk in and yank those boxes. The video poster claims they couldn't get any help from FedEx or UPS, but the man was caught eventually, tried, and found guilty of mail theft.
good.
Back-to-back hit-and-run scammers. Hit-and-run scammers get increasingly creative, looking for new ways to trap their victims in a corner. However, it doesn't always work, and a dash cam can easily prove your innocence in these situations. This person seemingly keeps getting stopped by people looking
not
to scam
anywhere
him
near him.
because at one point, 2 women stopped their car after hitting a curb.
Put your the lights on!
What?
Then a man in a silver car suddenly stops in front of them and refuses to let them go.
What's up?
Oh my God.
Jeez,
your
two of
problem?
them, right? One right after the other.
What are you doing?
In neither
That
situation
looks almost
does
like
the
the
driver
road
of the
rage
car
incident.
actually hit them. Still, both wanted him to stop and become irate when he refused. It was all caught by the dash cam, though, which means it's no longer their word against his. Cameras don't lie.
Right.
Scammers thrown out for fake gold. Pawn shops and cash for gold shops constantly deal with people trying to get one up on them.
Yeah.
Even more, they're
But
trained to deal with that. This
pawn
man gets a
shops
few
will try and
pieces of
rip
gold
you
through
off,
the
too,
window
if you're
and
not careful.
immediately inspects them. One by one, he checks the scammer's gold to ensure it's actually gold, which is probably the bare minimum. The man who brought in the gold seems to get more and more nervous, talking to the man as he sifts through the jewelry. He at one point wants to leave, but his buddy brings in more jewelry, which locks him into the interaction. However, the situation gets a little hairy as the pawn shop owner identifies the fake jewelry and throws them out. Luckily, this didn't become more of an issue. Pawn shops and their patrons don't often get the best reputation. This could have gone a lot differently.
Yeah.
Gold scammer tries to barter at car window. Travelers and tourists are the prime targets for scammers in foreign countries. This woman comes to his car with her gold jewelry, offering it for money.
Look, I give you my gold, 18 carats, I'll take money.
What do I need gold? What?
He doesn't want it and doesn't have money to give her. He offers to take her to the pawn shop, but she refuses, saying she'll give him the gold for anything on him.
So I'm gonna pawn it. We can go together to the pawn shop.
He ends up switching to Russian, which changes her story a bit, and the energy between them becomes very difficult.
Do you know where I'm from?
No understand, you speak very
Yeah, I don't understand. По-русски говоришь?
Tu ruskish.
She realizes she can't scam him and waves him off, meaning she expected an easy heist and instead hit a
Right.
brick wall. She walks off dejected as the would-be scammer laughs at her.
Huh? Yeah? You done?
Scammer targets tourist in Paris. It happens
I've seen
more often than
videos
you
on this
think.
stuff.
This man scopes out some scammers and begins to talk to the tourist. The man in
Maybe
the car
not.
identifies them, and they start speaking. The scam is simple, as he engages with the tourist, offering him some information before starting to talk about some high-quality menswear, which was actually not very high quality at all.
Туриста, да?
Да,
Я директор мода, мода итальянская.
мода, да.
Essentially, these fashion enthusiasts try to give out promotional fashion.
Это на куртка, фильм Emporio.
Да,
They're not gonna just give you stuff.
Замечал.
да.
And then
There's
circle back
there's a
later to
catch
extort
somewhere.
money from the people who took the gift. The cameraman in this knew about the scam, and it was clear he would not take the gift, though he claimed it was because he wouldn't have had the space to bring it home.
В самолете я улетаю. Спасибо. Места нет, я извиняюсь.
Realizing he'd wasted his time, the man in the car drives off in a huff, leaving the tourist behind while he goes
I
to
love it
find
when
a
they
new,
get mad.
less informed victim.
They were trying to screw you over, and then they get mad when
Attacks
they
by
can't.
scammers targeting tourists. Scammers don't like to be caught. This man approached some scammers targeting tourists and was immediately told off by someone off camera.
You're stealing money. You're stealing money of people.
He begins following them while recording. Eventually, they come up to him and tell him off for recording.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Photo for me.
Don't touch me.
Huh?
I'm
No.
It's
This scam works very simple, though insidious for that exact reason. The scammers identify and ask uninformed tourists for signatures, then demand money for donations. This man decides that a few ruined transitions aren't enough, and he'll follow them around and save tourists for a while waiting to check in. He continues to follow them around, ruining their chances to get money from the uninformed tourist.
Just
Scam
annoy
artist
the hell
visits
out of them.
convenience store. Short-change scammers are ruthless, whether that's the case here or if it's simply a confused old man is up
I've
for
had
debate.
that happen.
He counts out the change for the old man before sending him on his way. But when the clip starts back, the man circles back, claiming he's only been given $6.
That's only $6.
too false?
Yeah, that's what I got.
The cashier says he's put a $10 bill in his pocket, and the old man is adamant he didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's I didn't put it there. But
You put it there.
Oh, okay. Can I have it back?
Eventually, the man's story breaks down, and he says he's broke and doing this for a little extra money.
So why do you do this here? Because I'm broke.
Whether that's true for a plea to avoid further trouble is unclear, but the ease with which he slips between the interactions is a little neck-breaking. He'll probably do it again with a different cashier in a different location.
That
but
one's kind of
hopefully not.
sad if it's true.
Before the last clip, since you watched until this point, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? I post 2
watch
new
him.
scary videos every week, so make sure to stay up to date with the new
in his
releases.
left hand. Yep, he slipped it right into his left hand
FakeWish.com
pocket.
Gold scammers. Gold is one of those things people are highly skilled at making sure
Wish
they can identify. It's
sucks.
worth a good amount of money. However, there's plenty of fake stuff on the market. It always looks better and better, meaning this has become more difficult. This woman has seemingly brought in fake gold from a website called Wish, which is not exactly known for its high-quality materials or products.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wish.com?
The cash buyer identifies it quickly, but the scammers are trying to force them to make a
knows
decision
immediately.
quickly. He asked them to take it to a pawn shop to get it checked, but neither of them seem interested in going, which sets off some clear alarm bells.
So then you guys ain't got no problem. Let's go to the pawn shop and get it tested.
Yeah? It depends on where you want to go, but
It don't matter anywhere. BJ's Jewelry is right here in town.
They use the baby as a bartering tool to get them out of the interaction. Still, the would-be victim refuses to buy the fake gold, eventually turning into berating them for their behavior. It causes a bit of a scene in the restaurant.
You have a better hustle. Go get a job for your baby, man. Quit selling fake jewelry.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I don't like Wish.com. I've ordered from there once, I think, and it took like 2 or 3 months to even get it. And then when I did get it, it was garbage. Absolute crap. So, yeah. I've been shortchanged before at when I worked at my uncle's restaurant. I had a guy claim that he claimed he gave me 20. And when I gave him his change back, I didn't give him enough change. And my uncle came out and says, well, if we're over tonight, when we do the tills and everything, give me your phone number or your email or something and we'll contact you. And the guy gave up and left. So I guess you have to do what you have to do, you know. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of that. Now, you know what time it is. It's time for a joke to brighten your day. My friend was bragging about his new hearing aid. He said, state of the art, cost me a fortune. I said, well, what type is it? He said, 230. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.